The world's growing eastward shift of economic dominance was one of the most obvious themes in 2022. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization's continual strengthening originally helped to achieve a lot of this migration. In 2023, it appears to be the year that the BRICs bloc will have the greatest influence on the world's economic and geopolitical landscape. This is because the BRICs group of 5 major emerging economies, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has made significant progress in terms of joint policy coordination. Additionally, several other economies have made it clear they're interested in joining the increasingly powerful bloc. So just how far is the reach of BRICs Plus? And what is their game plan to surpass and dominate Western-backed alliances in the global economic playing field? Stay tuned and be kept up to date. Remember that subscribing and activating the bell notification feature will make you stay up to date with business history, international relations, geopolitics, and world affairs shaping the global climate and our civilization. Among the BRICs countries, China is without a doubt the economic superpower. China, which has the second largest nominal economy and leads the world economy overall when measured by purchasing power parity, will play a major role in the development of the world economy in 2023. As a result of its rapid economic growth and worldwide expansion, China's influence is undeniable. Furthermore, given its purportedly unbreakable relationship with neighboring BRICs member Russia, the two countries are already setting the bar high for providing the globe with a significant counterbalance to Western political organizations like the G7 or Group of Seven alliance. As a result of the fact that South Africa, India, and Brazil all have close political and economic relations with China, Russia, or both, the BRICs group is now gradually coming together on a number of crucial problems. In fact, studies have revealed that the 5 countries managed to coordinate policies across almost 70 important topics in the 10 years after South Africa's official admission to the group in 2010, which transformed BRIC into BRICs. Some of its greatest accomplishments include the founding of the New Development Bank, which is currently funding important infrastructure projects all over the world, as well as the development of the BRICs Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA, a mechanism for supporting the BRICs countries through additional liquidity and other means during an economic crisis. Yet, the bloc has increased its attempts to advance its economic interests as the globe has become more divisive over the past year or two, which in turn is helping to nurture strong alternative banking systems. A transition away from reliance on the US currency appears to be one of the most important goals the BRICs members are attempting to achieve, even prior to the start of the Ukrainian conflict, which appears to have accelerated de-dollarization efforts throughout much of the non-Western world. Russia and China had already begun to implement explicit local currency promotion policies, invariably at the expense of the US dollar. For example, after reaching over 90% just 5 years earlier, the dollar's share in bilateral commerce between the two nations fell below 50% for the first time ever by the first quarter of 2020. In accordance with the theme Foster High-Quality BRICs Partnership, Inclusive, Cohesive, and Sustainable Growth for a New Golden Decade, the 5 countries delivered a new 75-point declaration during the 14th BRICs Summit on June 23 to 24. Creating a unified BRICs payment system, BRICs pay for retail payments and transactions among member nations, was one of the primary topics mentioned. This simply builds on prior efforts made by China and Russia to provide international alternatives to SWIFT or Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which remains the world's dominant electronic messaging system for routing international payments and information among financial institutions. Regarding a common single currency, Russia's monetary authority, the Bank of Russia, and China's central bank, the People's Bank of China, have already taken a number of bilateral steps toward developing a common digital currency. This makes one wonder, would it be possible to eventually convince Brazil, South Africa, and India to join the initiative, thus adding the final element required to create a currency union among the BRICs countries. Additionally, the potential inclusion of new members in the BRICs bloc highlights its growing influence. A number of nations, including Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt, Indonesia, and Argentina, have expressed strong interest in joining the BRICs alliance. Their geopolitical dynamics and economic interests align with the goals and objectives of the BRICs countries, and they see value in being part of this emerging bloc. In conclusion, the BRICs bloc, led by China and Russia, is poised to have a significant impact on the world's economic and geopolitical landscape in 2023. Their progress in joint policy coordination, efforts to transition away from the US dollar, and the potential addition of new member countries all contribute to their growing influence. By fostering closer cooperation, developing alternative financial systems, and expanding their alliance, the BRICs countries aim to shape the global climate and contribute to the development of our civilization. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.